Welcome back to Cards and Comics, and today it's a great day because I'm going to talk to you about some of my favorite comic book covers that came out the week of December 1st. So it's the end of the week, but I'm trying to get back in the swing of things, and I do have my sneak peek as well, and we'll start there. So next week, Dark Knights of Steel #2 is dropping, and you see one of the covers that's coming out for it now. According to what I've seen in previews, there's only two covers, and this is the role-playing sheet cover. Um, and the first issue had Superman, and now you got Batman in issue 2. So it's a very cool cover. I have the first one, and the second one's very cool. Now this week, I think it was a little light on covers, but there is one epic cover that was dropped, and some pretty nice ones. So we'll go right into it. Moving on to number 5. Now I usually don't do horror themed books. It's not my cup of tea, 100%. But this is from Aftershock Comics, and Series 1 got a lot of buzz. Maniac of New York, and this is the second series, or the second story. It's called The Bronx is Burning, and there was a bunch of obviously #1 covers, but Christopher Bust had, I think, 3 covers, and this is the 616 Comics exclusive Virgin, limited to 150 total comics. Now, it's not really burning up the eBay right now with $25 in sales, but there's not a lot of them sold, and a lot of them, are still being shipped, and they haven't shown up on eBay Live yet. So this is one to keep a watch on. Pretty cool cover, and I think horror fans will like it. They like the first series; it got good reviews, and so it's a cool second story. And maybe this cover's got some legs, and it's not really expensive for a cover so limited. Number 4, this is an easy one because it's Junie Frazan, who's an awesome artist. I always pick up her comics and covers when I can. Wonder Girl #5, and it's the cardstock variant, so it's an easy one to find. I paid $5 for my copy. Depending on shipping, $5 to $10 on eBay all day long. And it's a great cover, and the A cover is also very nice on Wonder Girl #5 as well. So the two covers are really good this week for Wonder Girl, and DC's putting out some great covers. I really am appreciating the thought they're putting into the covers. I'm genuinely enjoying more DC cover books than I am Marvel right now. Number 3, and speaking of DC, Justice League Incarnate #1. Now, this is the 1 in 25 Andre Bresson and Brandon Peterson cover. Now, this is really unique because this is a new team, Justice League Incarnate, but it's also the first appearance of Dr. Multiverse. So, a new character who's on the cover, and so I think this is why it's already bringing $40 to $50 on eBay right now. Got some sales. It's a 1 in 25, and I think it's something that could have some legs if the character is good. I think that the name's kind of interesting, Doctor Multiverse. It's kind of silly, but we'll see. We'll see how the character does. But it's a new character. It's a cool cover. It's a 1 in 25. It's on the list, and I'll look for it, and hopefully I will be able to find a copy locally, or I may have to go the old eBay or another comic book dealer route. But it's a cool book, and I'm excited for a new character, and it's cool to have the combination of a cover and a new character in one book. All right, number 2. Now this was in one of my previews as far as a upcoming sneak peek book, and this is Gotham City Villains Anniversary Giant Size #1, or Giant #1. A lot of words there. It's a thicker book. It's the Margaret Sauvage cover, and it's just such a beautiful cover. Now, there are a lot of good covers for this issue, and mostly focused on Penguin, right? Now, this book is selling on eBay for slightly above cover. I think it's going to be slept on as people look for the 1 in 25s and 1 in 50s, but we'll talk about them. The 1 in 50 is a Penguin cover, more cartoonish, but it's already bringing $50 plus on the Bay. And the next one is the Matina 1 in 25, and to me it's a cool looking, almost like a movie poster like book, and it's bringing in that $20-25 range. So yeah, I really like all these books, but for my personal taste, the Sauvage book is by far the winner to me. I'd rather have it than even the more expensive book. So I've already got it in my collection, and I'll show it on one of my new comic book opening videos, which is coming up soon. All right, number one. This was, if you're paying attention this week, you knew what was going to be number one because it's an amazing, amazing cover. I'm not always a huge fan of Arjun because I think he mails in some of his covers and doesn't do enough with the digital coloring process, which, I mean, a lot of his covers look very rubbery or like artificial looking. They look like kind of like Barbie doll looking covers. Now, he didn't do that for this cover. This cover is awesome. He used the colors amazingly. This is almost Alex Ross-like in how he did it. So it's the Captain Marvel number 34 Arjun Virgin variant, 1 in 100. Obviously, it's really rare. eBay sells at 150, selling, outstandingly on eBay. A lot of people are just hitting buy it now to get this book. It's a great book. So, I've been doing this for about 6 weeks. Doing some of these covers. And I did a combination 10 books in one weekend. I want to give you an update, sort of where I'm at in my collecting, because I am buying these books, and so if you see them in the mail days, you might, I might call it out. Hey, this is on my top 5 list. But here we go. I'm going to show you real quickly where I'm at in my collection. All right, guys. Here's my little tracker I've got in Excel, and so I didn't start in week 1 when I was doing this, and this was tied to my my show I was doing, where I was combining my card and comic content into one video, and I felt like I was losing a lot of audience with that because people just weren't interested in crossover material like I am. But I realized it might be easier for the audience to just see card content and comic content separate. So that's what I'm doing for now. But you can see I got a big number on the right, 61%. That's where I'm at. I got 41 books I'm looking for, and I've got a little over 20% of them, or a little over 20 of them. And you can see I put X's on the books I've got. Some weeks I have 4 out of 5. Some weeks I have 3 out of 5. I did a week I had 6, so I got 5 of 6. But some of the newer books I haven't really gotten. Number 1 on my list that I'm looking for is the Rose Besch Wonder Woman Black and Gold number 5. By far, it's the one I like the most. Now, the Dynamite Nyx 1 Rose Besch limited version, I've got the black and white, but the colored version, and then there's also the limited, I believe, is the metal. I ordered it from Dynamite, and I had some issues with my card. I had somebody, I had like fraudulent charges, so my card got shut down, and it bounced the payment, so I didn't get the book, so I'm still looking for it. In the same way, that's why I ordered both it and the Dynamite Vampirella Tyndale number 25, both, and so both of those got rejected because of that stupid person stealing my credit card number. So that thing happened. I've never gotten the Eternals Momoko's number 7, the Momoko 1 in 50. I haven't even seen this book in a while, so it's pretty rare. On the week I did 10, I've got 5 of the 10, and the one I'm really looking for is the Del Otto Spider-Man number 79 and the Black Panther. I think everything else, I'm not sure. I mean, the Superman Son of Kal number 3, the 3rd printing, it's been hot. I mean, it's been everywhere on Instagram, on YouTube. Everyone's talking about this book, good or bad. I think I'm just going to let it cool down a little bit, give it a couple months, and see where we're at before I even try to go buy it. But I've gotten 5 of the 10, so I'm halfway there. And this week alone, I've gotten 2 of the 5 without really trying yet. The 3 that I haven't looked at are the more rare copies of books. with the Captain, Marvel 34 Archer and Virgin being obviously the most expensive and going to be the hardest to get. And so I will see if I can wait a little bit on it and just see how it goes. Some of these books, if there's nothing going on in the book, it tends to cool off a little bit over time. And if that's the case, maybe it'll start to kind of level off a little bit. So that's the update. I'm at 61%. I'll be updating some books pretty soon. I was well over 70%, but I had to take some books off my list because of that issue with my payment. So there we go. All right, guys, that's the video for this week. I hope you have a great week, and I look forward to talking to you more about comics in the future. And I'll see you later. Bye.